Welcome to another great video. And today I'm having trouble with my washing machine. I noticed during my spin cycle, I was hearing a humming sound coming from the machine itself, and then a burnt smell. So when I looked at the screen, there was a F54 flashing across the screen. So I took the liberty of going on Google to see what the code meant. It basically has to do with the motor. The unique position I'm in is that a year and a half ago, I had to replace the motor, and it cost me $200. So I went further to see if it was worth fixing. So I did a cost analysis, and I started going rate for the washing machine was between $399 to $1,300. So with my position, the only thing I gotta worry about is the parts, not the labor. So it's been sitting here for a week, and during that week, going to the laundromat has been costing me $30. So the longer it sits here, the longer, the more it's gonna cost me. So just to give you a brief summary, what I'm planning on doing is the first thing you need to do is unplug your machine. I already did that. And turn your water off and disconnect the hose. One other thing I'm gonna try to get out is here. If you could look closer here, I will be taking out it's called a basket. In order for me to get the basket out, I have to take the top off right here, and then this top right here. Once I get this top off, there's a bolt in there that I can loosen up, and once I loosen up with this stop remove, I can get this off. But before I could take this off, I need to take this off also. And in the back, there are a couple bolts in there that I need to disconnect. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it, and I'll give you step by step how to repair it. To make my repair, these are some of the tools I'm gonna need. There's a kit. I got a kit right here. I got a screwdriver, a socket, and I got a socket with a 15-inch extension, and I got a 1/4-inch Allen wrench, and I got a flex seal to kind of repair whatever is leaking in there. Alright, I'll go ahead and move the machine in place so I could have a better angle of what I'm doing. So the first thing I need to get off, I'm going to try to get the back off. I already started, so I just got a few bolts to take off. Try to save your bolts in a safe place where you can find them. So the next step is, this thing is a drainer. I got some water in here. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this so it's be more flexible. So this has one bolt. Go ahead and remove that bolt right there. And this wire is I'm gonna need to move this down here. So before I can do that, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up right here. I got that removed. The ground wire is gonna hinder this from moving. So let me go ahead and take that screw off. So now I got the bolts, this off. And this right here, it has a flange that holds it together. I already took the one on this side. And this is how it looks. If you can come closer, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This piece is holding this there. So all I gotta do is take that one bolt off, and I'll be fine. Alright, so go ahead, I took that piece off. I'll go ahead, and now I'm able to take the top off. So before I can take the top off, let me show you basically what we're working with. At the front, I already went ahead and did a head start, there is a like piece of anchor that holds the top off. So basically what you're gonna need is a screwdriver, and you're gonna push it in. Once you push that in, the top will come up, and then once the top is up, then I'm gonna go ahead and take the top off. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the top off. And also I went ahead and I go ahead and put some tape on it, because normally when you take the top off, it'll fly open. So once I got that now, so now I need to take this piece out. So on the side, if you look over here, there's a little flange right here. So all you gotta do is lift it up. There's another one here, 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 here. And over here, the hose that's holding this, you gotta take that off. That's basically the part that sucks the water into it. Alright, so I go ahead and took that top off. And then the next thing I want to do is go ahead and take this top off. And if you look inside, there's also another piece that prevents water from going in there. So I got that piece out. There's a bolt in there that I need to get. Alright, so basically I'm going to use a socket. And the bolt size is 11 millimeters. I mean, it might differ for different machine, different brand. This is a top loader, Whirlpool. So I got two extension, and this is a 10-inch, and this is a 5-inch. So the total length is 55. The total length is 15 inches. All right, go ahead and take that bolt out. All right, it's loose. And basically, I'm going to take this piece out. All right. Here's my bolt right there. That's my bolt. I'll keep it with this. The next piece I need to get out is this piece right here. Keep everything together. And go ahead, kind of lift this out, lift it out. Sometimes you might do a little bit of tugging, and sometimes you don't really have to. All right, so the next thing I want to do is lift this. I'm gonna try to get this out. So I'm gonna go ahead. Lift that part out. Come closer. Come closer. Get a closer look what I'm doing. I'm right over here. And basically push this up. Take that out. Pop that out. And I basically secure it right here. And the reason why I do that, you're going to see the reason why. Alright, secure it like that. And then now, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Alright, can you see? Alright, so we'll go ahead. Basically, the motor that I'm trying to get is under here. So just a little bit of play, and this comes right out. Alright, so this is a motor. And basically these using a wrench, Allen wrench, to take it open, take it off. And here, basically I'll give you a closer look at the motor. That's the motor right there. Alright. Alright, so this is a motor. I examined it and I noticed I got some watermark here. So somehow the motor was, the machine was leaking and somehow affecting the operation of the motor. And also if you look right here, you got a couple burn spots right there. Alright, so that's the problem. What was causing the leakage, some water was leaking here in the shaft and getting in the motor. So now I have a brand new motor. This is a brand new motor right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here. And that's where this thing sits. We'll go ahead and connect the sensor. This is a sensor right here. I did buy a new sensor, so I'm gonna go ahead and connect this together. Alright, let me go ahead before I do that. Let me change the sensor out. So this is where the sensor is. Alright, I'm gonna get the sensor out of here. Get the one that I bought. I figured if I was gonna change the motor, might as well get the sensor also, because it's a lot of work. Just trying to get to the motor itself. So I didn't want to double work myself by coming back in here just to change the one motor sensor. I'm not sure if it's working or not. So the safe bet is just go ahead and just change it out. Alright, so basically this is my sensor. This is a new sensor that I got. Alright, and go ahead and plug this guy in. It only goes in one way. Alright, make sure it's sealing there. This is my new motor. It's gonna be kind of awkward trying to do it by myself, so if you have help, try to utilize whatever help you have. This piece needs to go up. So basically what this does, it locks into here. So this guy goes up here. Alright, sits there. I'm gonna try to keep the sensor and there. Gotta plug the sensor in first. So basically on the sensor there is an arrow. So basically you're gonna line up both arrows together right there. Click it in right there. Go ahead, put that on. Alright, that sits good. And I'm gonna go ahead. Right there. Put these bolts. Go ahead and start these bolts in here. And this is a 3/8 socket. Just enough to start it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this part on. This is the casing for the motor. And it's kind of very tricky. It's very tricky. You got to put it on right, you know. It's basically it's a pain in the neck to get on. To kind of work with. Alright, so now I got go ahead with my Allen wrench and turn it around. So I'll kind of hold it, and while I'm turning the Allen wrench, this thing is going to go up. So basically this is a casing to protect this motor. And it also Alright, it's in tight. Alright, one other thing I forgot to tell you, this is a quarter inch Allen wrench. So basically, I got that tight. And just remember, this is a top loader. So to do a front loader might be different. And this is a Whirlpool. So everything goes by a different brand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, retake this guy right here. So it won't become a nuisance to me. I'm going to move this over here. Alright, I replaced the motor, so now I'm going to go in and set this in. Alright, so basically what I did, because I had a leakage here, I went ahead and used some Flex Seal to kind of put here so no more water will go in and affect my motor. So that's basically what I did. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy together again. If you have help, use it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and push this part in. If you look over here, I'm gonna lift this up. Put this in here like this, snap it in, and that sits right in there. I'll go right over here, move this. Alright, so now that we got this in, I'm gonna go ahead and put the basket in here. Come close over here. And this right here, what I'm trying to put in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the basket. Alright, so go ahead and put the basket in there. Alright. So that sits in there. As you can look, I got that sit right in there. Then it doesn't matter which piece you want to use first, so I might as well get everything in here. So now we'll go ahead and put this in over here. Look over here. Go ahead and put this in. Alright, then this piece I put right in there. Then over here, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there. Alright. That's in there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and find that bolt. Alright, so again, this is my ratchet. I got 11 millimeter socket. And the total length of my extension is 15 inches. So go ahead and put this in there. Alright, drops it in. And go ahead and tighten it. Alright, so now I got the bolt all tight. tight. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there. Come closer. Sits in there. Let's tap that on. The next piece, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. So basically, rotate this piece. It's gonna be attached to here. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna leave that last. Go ahead and clip these. So right here, you got a flange here, and it goes into that little clip right there, just like that. It's all around. So you got one here. Yeah, this one is stubborn. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and attach this hose back here. And move this up further. Alright, so I go ahead and attach that. The next thing I'm gonna go ahead is I'm gonna put the top on. Put the top back on there. Oh, damn. So you gotta be careful. This right here. That on. So the next thing I'm gonna do, put the top back on. I'm gonna sit it right here. And if you just come around this front right here, if you look here, there's a flange right there. All you gotta do is trying to catch it from the front. Once I catch it from the front, all I gotta do is have the back, lay the back down. So basically, I'm gonna try to catch this flange right there. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get the back ready. Got this thing hanging up over here. So basically, alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and again put that on. You know what? Let me get this piece on first. Alright, so I'm going to put this in there. Lock this in right here. I'm going to lock that in right there. And there's a little piece that goes right here. Put a bolt in there. Alright. It goes right there. And then I'm going to go ahead see. I want to see where this is going to. And I got one bolt here. No bolt there. So this bolt's going to go right here. So I push that onto here. Put a bolt in there. Alright, go ahead and tighten this. So I tighten the ground. I gotten this. Alright, so I got that tightened. This piece put right here. Trying to find a perfect bolt for it. Alright, so I'll go ahead and put this, go ahead and tighten this guy back in. Alright, so basically I got everything working as intended. I'm gonna go ahead and put the back on right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put the washing machine in place. ahead and put this thing together, the back on, then I'm gonna move the machine over. Alright, go ahead and put the back on. This piece right here. Go ahead and lock this piece in. Go ahead and lock this piece in right here. Alright, so now go ahead and tighten this guy right in there. Didn't get latched in properly. Alright, I'll go ahead and tighten this. Alright. Then let's go ahead with the next one. Alright, so basically I've got this all done. I'm gonna go ahead and move it over there and connect everything back together and see if it's working like it's supposed to. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. See if that works. Alright, let's put it on spin and rings and see what happens. Okay. Alright, forgot to turn the water on. Let's try that again. Alright. So now I got it on rinse and spin. That's going to be like 24 minutes. And I'll tell you if this repair was a success. And I give you my final analysis. Alright, the repair was a success. But during the spin dry cycle, I had an issue where I heard the motor was not spinning, but you could hear it was trying to spin. And I smelled like a kind of burning smell. So what I did, I quickly turned the machine off, unplugged it, and I went back through to see what was going on. So let me give you this kind of draw, basically what happened. This is where the plastic bucket, this is what keeps all the water. Under here, it's the motor, and the motor. Well, basically, if you dissect this, there is two metal piece that's on the motor. So this is going to be my motor right here. And the metal piece, there's a metal piece that's supposed to be like this. A metal piece like this and like here, and there's supposed to be 4 screws that goes here, total of 4 screws that goes here. So this is like the little flange part, and then there's a case in here, and there's another case in here. So basically what happened, this one was turned, I had this turn in the opposite direction. So what it was trying to do was trying to turn this, the whole plastic piece. But if you set it like this, what it does, it keeps, the purpose of these 2 metal pieces to keep this motor in place with the screw. And so you have a piece of shaft that comes up. There's a shaft that comes here that turns this metal piece, the basket, that turns this metal piece. So basically that was one problem that I had. So I was able to alleviate that. Now it's working fine. And as far as if it was worth fixing, well, for me, the cost for the motor was $208 plus some of the tools I already have. So, is it worth fixing? Well, let's take a look. As I said earlier in the video, the cost for a machine runs from $399 to $1,300, right? The cost for the motor and the sensor was $208. It took me 2 hours to repair this, so you're looking at maybe $70 an hour. So that's $140 right there. Then some company charge you for mileage. I think 35 cents to 50 cents a mile. So let's put that $20 charge plus state tax and all that stuff. So if you add all this up, the price of fixing this machine, the washing machine, having a service technician fix it, it'd be anywhere between $300 to $500. So is it worth fixing the machine or buying a new one? You decide. I hope this video was very helpful in making your decision whether to fix it or buy a new one. Thank you for watching this video, and again I would like to thank For My Kids Safety to sponsor this video. Thank you and see you around.